shadows.
So today we're going to be talking about Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Indeed.
I don't know. It didn't feel like a Spider-Man movie to me.
What did it feel like?
It felt like a Marvel team-up movie, which isn't a bad thing, mind you. Not one bit. I do enjoy the Marvel team-up comic, and I understand why they have to name it Spider-Man for branding's sake versus Marvel team-up. Because even in the Marvel team-up book, it is pretty much a Spider-Man book with a bunch of tag-along characters. But it doesn't it gives more elements that are outside of Spider-Man's wheelhouse.
I don't know. I kind of disagree. It's like, while there was like several different Marvel storylines coming together, it still felt like it was localized. Like I think that's what they were going for, is just making it all kind of in one place.
And I do quite appreciate that, especially since some of the earlier script drafts had Toby coming back as a main plot point instead
Xavier
of
or Magneto should have showed up. That's all I gotta say.
just sleeks into the background. That's great. Yeah, no, I do kind of agree with that, but I think the largest problem with a lot of the X-Men stuff is the X-Men script isn't even done yet. And so it's kind of hard to set up something you don't know what you're doing with the setup, other than the fact that the only people they have cast is supposedly either Magneto or Sinister.
I feel like that's a big problem that they have. Is it, like, Marvel in general? That's what they've been doing a lot recently.
The ending credit scene made me flaccid.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not that interesting. Like, it was basically the same end credit scene as Fantastic Four. In fact, it was exactly the same.
Yes, but it should be that. That's what it's building to. Well,
No,
okay.
It shouldn't be exactly the same, though. That was literally the same thing. I mean, it also kind of does set up the fact that Peter's in the ship in Fantastic Four, which doesn't really make any fucking sense. But
that's not what it's setting up at all. It's setting up Battle World, saying that Peter got teleported away when Doom recreated the Earth.
Are you sure? Like,
I'm pretty sure, because it's on the.
I'll just say Disney's fucking stupid, and they would do some shit like that.
Gwen Stacy should have made a cameo.
Definitely, Gwen Stacy definitely should have made.
I don't agree with that one at all.
Why?
Gwen Stacy needs to stay to the Andrew Garfield stuff. Like,
Why?
even when they bring back Gwen Stacy as Spider-Gwen, either use Haley Steinfeld, which would be weird for the MCU, so I definitely say just bring back Emma Stone, because otherwise you got two actresses with the same...
Wasn't there a Gwen Stacy in Homecoming?
The Punisher should have dropped at least one F-bomb.
Yeah. Isn't this PG-13 also?
It is PG-13. Yeah, that I do agree with wholeheartedly. Yeah, no. The Hulk stuff was great. That's the
not
best.
What I was mentioning.
There was not enough Hulk scenes. We should have had more.
I agree. Yeah.
I do kind of agree. They hyped it up in every promotional thing.
John Bernthal's yelling is the treasure.
It really is. I also thought we were gonna get Daredevil. Like a Daredevil. I thought that jailbreak thing
with the hand, yeah, and Scorpion.
The hand, Scorpion, like they had I don't know, because Matt is in jail, and they had that whole thing that made it look like a jail. It was a jail, but it was a jail for the Martys. But they're not quite the Martys yet, because they're still the damage control. But, like, in Wonder Man and this, they're heavily building them to be split off into, the Martys whenever the government retakes over.
I still don't know what the fuck that is.
Sword. The Martys is, like, the abbreviation name for the MRD. So, that's what Logan calls them, as the Martys.
Oh, jeez.
The main villain of the story was a black dude whose name I can't remember.
Slowly creeps off screen. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to him much. He wasn't even a big part. He didn't even have a lot of lines.
Really didn't. No, the villain was bad. I mean, if you're considering the Martys as the main antagonist of this,
At least write him good. Fuck.
I don't know. It felt very weak. I
Nobody knows who Sarah Gray is.
Yeah, I was a
Yeah,
little
that-
unsure of that also. That was a little
She
left field.
comes back in like the Krakoa age, but that's so recent. It's not funny. And before that, she was just abducted by the Shi'ar as a little girl, and the Shi'ar killed her during a Kree war, which is part of Jean's character to make her feel embittered. They kind of did the same shit in this movie, which I was like, okay, I guess. Why did she need to be there in the first place? Couldn't they have just abducted Jean? I would have gone with the Martys abducting Jean from her house when her parents reported her. That's what I would have done. Would have made her parents' betrayals 10 times stronger, and her isolation and bitterness toward the world 10 times more.
I say, semantics aside about who the characters are from comics and different things like that, the action and the storytelling of Peter's main plot was pretty good.
Oh yeah, the characterization was on point with everybody. Absolutely everybody. Even Ned has gotten fixed.
Yeah.
I don't know, let's say fixed, but so Ned in the original 6 movies, it's not 6, it's 3. What am I saying? We're on the second trilogy. But the original 3 movies, he acted more like Genki, which is Miles Morales' sidekick, rather than being, a Harry Osborn type or something like that. No, Ned Leeds is a random reporter from the Daily Bugle who turned into Hobgoblin, and he had maybe 40 issues. They just picked the name and threw it on another character that they had. But yeah. Hell, there's even other Spider-Man recurring characters that have kind of taken up that role now, and they've kind of merged them into Ned too. I don't know. Ned is a very odd character when it comes to adaptation, but
Good actor though.
no, yeah, no, the acting's great and the purpose of the character is amazing. I'm worried about the future of Spider-Man with that, because they're taking so many elements from Miles that when they get to him, he's not going to have a whole lot to himself.
Yeah.
Which, that's another big issue with Marvel right now. Is they're not doing good.
I think they just don't know where they're going. Like, they don't know where to go.
No, but
After the main Avengers storyline, they fell off because where do you go from there? You know?
I got several different directions you can go from there. Easy.
You do, sure. Clearly they don't.
No, because they can't stick their foot and actually have a plan and have a consistent plan.
That's because too many people want too many different storylines to be played out. They don't know where to start.
They also have to worry about political affiliations from other countries, which gets really aggravating, which is what happened with Doctor Strange and Black Panther
And other
a lot.
copyright problems with different characters from different issues. And
Actually, no, that's been resolved. Disney owns everything now. Literally everything. The only ones they don't own are Submariner and Spider-Man. And Spider-Man's pretty well resolved, as long as Disney gives them a 60% cut from the toy line. They're doing pretty
We
good.
should have saw Black Suit Spider-Man in this film.
That's another thing I thought that post-credit stinger is teasing towards. The whole battle world element is where Symbiote Spider-Man comes from. Which is stupid if they put it there, in my opinion. Unless they're going with the symbiote crawled onto him sometime prior and the world activates it. Or they have a chunk of Queens in Battle World because they're merging both the original Secret Wars and the new one. In a very confusing mess. I don't know. This movie was really good, but I think this movie suffers from a lot of issues due to Marvel not knowing where they're going. So they're trying to plant seeds for stuff that they're not certain of. And it's becoming a problem. And this movie is probably the biggest example of a really good movie, really good elements everywhere, but the seeds are going to lead to nowhere. I mean, not nowhere, but you know.
You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a plot that they're not sharing, you know?
Maybe. But last couple of times they've done stuff like that, it's fallen apart behind the scenes and nobody gets told, and then half the other Easter egg, War Machine is the biggest example currently,
Yeah.
which sucks because that would be the most empowering one we could have because he didn't even see his best friend die.
That was...
Jean Grey committed sexual assault when she was in MJ's body in Kiss Spider-Man.
God damn it, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's pretty par for Spider-Man's course, though.
To get sexually assaulted?
Yeah, happens more than you think. We got Silk, we got Black Cat, we got
At least they're all hot. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Jesus. We got Deadpool. Deadpool's the strongest contender for that one.
What?
Deadpool secretly took Spider-Man's blood and put it in a mutant cell chamber to try to create a weird child of theirs.
Okay, well that's not sexual assault. That's just assault.
I don't know. Taking it from a ball sack is pretty.
Oh.
That's pretty bad.
Just stabbing a needle in a guy's ball sack? That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Not to mention all the Deadpool's done a lot. Like, his is the longest list of the bunch, right next to Silk's. But Silk is a character with a lot of issues.
Deadpool should have been in this movie.
I still think that Deadpool shouldn't team up with this Spider-Man. I think it should be Andrew Garfield's.
Why?
I don't know. Ryan Reynolds and Andrew Garfield have had a lot of different chemistry over the years.
That's fair.
And it'd be a good way of getting more send-off to Andrew Garfield without having to go into the amazing Spider-Man 3 nonsense.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
No. Anywho,
It's just like how they announced the fucking fourth original Spider-Man movie and then didn't do that.
they're doing a Netflix series, though.
No, they're not.
Out of anybody who could do that, I believe Netflix could. We just got Spider Noir after so long because Netflix stuck their hand in the pot.
We should have saw a
wasn't
small
Netflix.
cameo.
That was
of
Amazon,
Dark
but
Phoenix.
Netflix had a contributing portion of the pay to get that one developed so they could move on to other productions with Netflix.
All right, shut up for a second. What did you say?
We should have saw a small cameo of the Dark Phoenix.
No. Hell no. Keep that far away from the MCU. Fuck off with the Phoenix. Unless we're having Odin bang it, then we're good.
What?
Yeah, Odin and the Phoenix, that was Odin's first fling when he was 20. And Phoenix was part of the, Dark Age Avengers along with Conan the Barbarian. I don't know. Comics are weird. And I think we kind of got off tangent of just a wee bit here. But this movie was great, though. I did enjoy it. I just think it has a lot of issues when taking in the larger scope of things.
I think they skipped over some things also. Like, the way they went about certain scenes, they did it too fast. You know what I mean?
I do feel the editing was rushed, and that was due to test audiences.
Oh, really?
Yeah, test audiences butchered this movie and Scream.
This wasn't a bad film. There's just plenty of potential that they just didn't cover.
Yeah.
That is a really good way of putting it. Yeah. So this review will be posted today, and I will be getting to the solo review
Spoilers.
later on. And so solo review will be posted later than this one.